Now, what kinds of things do you like your comedy to be about usually?
You know, for real, it's just about real life. I want to bring it the way I've seen it all my life. Now, see, I went out and did I went out and dropped out of high school, but I went to college. I got my bachelor's degree in psychology. I got my master's degree. I went out there and did what you were supposed to do in the corporate world. I was a psychologist for 8 years, downtown Kansas City. I got tired of the damn bureaucracy. I got tired of corporation. So I said, you know what, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to enjoy life now. And that's what I'm doing, enjoying life, man. And that's the way you need to do that shit. I hope that answered that question, because I forgot what the fuck the question was.
Well, that's all you can do is just enjoy life and do your best in enjoying it. Now, let me, on a little bit of a different note, what do you think it's going to be like around here in about 12 years with everything going on with other countries and the healthcare? What do you think, what's your picture of America and the free world in about 12 years?
Oh, I remember the last question again. Political. That's why I like to talk a lot about political, not racial. Remember this, y'all. Not racial, political. I'll talk shit on the government, okay? I'm just telling you. Oh, 12 years from now, it'll kind of be like some shit from I Am Legend with Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? But no, what it's going to be is I think it's going to be something like 1984 George Orwell kind of stuff. I'm a big government takeover. And if you look at all the cameras we have around all of our intersections and everywhere, we're just going to become a place that is policed all the time and our rights are taken away. And that's why I talk so much about political stuff. And that's what I see it happening in 12 years. If we don't stop right now and let our people get together and say, look, we need this shit to stop. There is a line that you draw between freedoms and government and shit, and we have to make sure those lines are drawn.
I agree with you completely. Yeah, I could go on for a while about that, but let's move on to the next question. All right. Well, you know, you recently participated in making a documentary called Crossing the Line. Tell us a little bit about that and what that meant for you.
Wow, man. That meant a lot to me because the only reason I was able to get into that movie was because I hosted an event in Chicago at the Performing Arts Center, and it was supposed to have Nia Peoples, which did show up, and Barack Obama, and he didn't show up, that fucker, for real. And see, a lot of it has to do about our black and white background and stuff. See, his mama, I'm sorry, I'm getting off task. His mama is white from Wichita, and his daddy is black from Kenya. That makes him mixed interracial. Now, the other day in the Iowa caucus, somebody stood up and said, how do you identify yourself? And he says, I identify myself as black because the world sees me as black and the world will treat me as black. And I say to him, that's bullshit. Because I see to myself as mixed both ways. I'm not going to discount either side. Now, if he lets the world dictate what he is, then how's he going to stand up for himself and us against the rest of the world? So that's what pissed me off about that whole Chicago shit, fucker. But anyhow, I tell him, fucker. I still like him, though. I vote for him, but he's still a fucker. Okay, I just want to know for real. But anyhow, so since I hosted that, somebody went back to California in the National Multiracial Organization. They were doing a film. They were filming in San Diego, San Francisco, and then they flew out to New York. They said, hey, would you like to be in this film? I was like, hey, yes. So they said, hey, this is a documentary, so we can pay for you to fly out there to LaGuardia and come out, but you ain't got nowhere to stay. And I'm like, oh, shit. Baby, I've never been in New York before, you know, and so I'm like, somebody on MySpace said, I bet you can't do it. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I can. So I went with $100 for 2 days, nowhere to stay, 1 airplane ticket. Oh, it was a bitch, man, for real. Times Square, getting off LaGuardia, I was scared. Oh my God, I went over to the bus to get onto the subway, and I got off in Harlem, y'all. Harlem! Now, you can't see the crowd here, but they're all white, goddamn. I felt the same way, shit. Oh, I was scared, man. But it was fun doing that, seeing Times Square, being part of it, and then also being part of a movie that's going to document multiracial comedians, and it's something of that magnitude. It excites me to be part of, and it's coming out in what, 2 weeks? It's already cut, and they're trying to send it out to Bravo or whatever now. So that was good. I'm sorry I took the long route, but oh well.
No, that works. Once again, that was called Crossing the Line is the name of that documentary. Keep an eye out for it. Now, what do you foresee for Squishy Man in 2008? What kinds of things, you know, where's your comic adventure going this next year?
Man, you know what I've seen as a comedian over time is be true to your fans, and the fans is what makes me who I am. Because, see, I don't have to work, y'all. I'm out of the corporate world. I'm off the grid. All I got to do is make y'all motherfuckers laugh. That's it. and I get to enjoy life and get up when I want, because I just got up, 30 minutes before I came over here. I mean, you know, and she had to wake me up saying, guess what, you're in the Boston Globe today, which I was. Wasn't I? Yes. So if y'all check out the Boston Globe today, I was in the Boston Globe. See, you got me for the Boston Globe. See, so I forgot where I was at.
Just what kind of things you got going on this next year?
My fans, back to my fans. I'm doing small towns all across America, because see, that's where your base is going to come from. Yeah. Just like right here on your station, right here. Everybody's going to get this in the small towns, MySpace, so forth and so on. MySpace was up. Hey, all MySpace fans, come. Make sure you check out that stuff. Check out my stuff. Yeah. But anyhow, do small towns. Hopefully I'll get in some more movies. Hopefully I'll get in some commercials or do something so I can get bigger and bigger, because it always seems like they don't ever want to let me into the big clubs if you don't have the big names behind you. Like you've been on HBO, Comedy Central, or in 5 movies or some shit. But just because you've been on them movies and shit don't make you funnier than me, okay? I'm calling any one of y'all bitches out, okay? If y'all think you're funnier than me, come in the club and I'll take your ass on, okay? But just because they got it don't mean they're funnier. So I'm taking my brand of comedy out to the regular people, and that's how that shit is.
Now, I'd like to ask you, you know, personally, what do you think about our show and what we're doing here to try and help, you know, comedians and actors and musicians get their names out there?
Man, you know, I love you. I love what y'all doing. I always have. Because you know, with technology, you can do all this stuff with just a little bit. You can be with the big ones, you know, and I love that. And everybody loves underground independent stuff. And I think it's great. And I think we have venues like MySpace and other ones, YouTube, to get that stuff out there. So y'all support this kind of stuff right here. KC Anthem and stuff. We're trying to do something. You're going to see them with this kind of set right now. Later on, you're going to see them with a big-ass set. And I hope they don't sell out, you know, that kind of shit. Because I will. I'm telling you for real. They give me a few $1 million, I'm out, y'all motherfuckers. For real, I'm out. What they say about struggle, I'm through. For real. But y'all keep supporting them, for real. Keep supporting them. This is what makes MySpace and stuff so successful, for real.
All right. Well, where can the people find you out there? Where's all your websites and everything you got going on?
Y'all can go to squishytour.com. If you can't spell squishytour.com, I don't fucking want you there, okay? Or you can go to askaniggaquestion.com. That's also my website, I'm telling you. For real. Or writerthug.com. Yes, I got all these, seriously. I thought ahead of time. Yes. See, that's what happened when, what's her name, Faith Hill? She said, I'm tired of writing a cowboy, I want to write a thug. You hear that? You hear that? But, yeah, or you can catch me on myspace.com. My real name, Kevin L. Barber. Now, don't tell Sally Mae that, because I still owe her some money for college and shit, okay? I'm just saying.
Well, it was a pleasure having you on the show, Squishy, man. Is there any last words, you know, for the holidays to the viewers and fans out there?
Ho, ho, ho. And fuck Don Imus, and I hope he don't get in trouble for that shit, okay? For real. No, y'all, keep it real and stuff. Keep it squishy, y'all. See me in 2008, and thank y'all very much for being there for me.
All right, well, that works for us. Nice to have you on the show.
Thanks,
Squishy, come back and see us. Once again, this has been Mitch Baker for KC Anthem, here with Squishy Man, and all of us here on the show would like to wish you a happy holidays, Kansas City, and we will see you next year. Stay classy.